What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, the producer's letter is out. We got the PV about 7 hours ago, so we're gonna go ahead. It's a very, very short one. There really isn't much here, so we're just gonna go over everything in here. So let's just dive right in. By the time this announcement comes out, I think Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn has been released. It has been released, and I personally have played the first 4 hours of it. So yeah, large scale DLC that tells the world 1 year after the main story. Looking forward to the additional side quests. There seems to be movement in Tir Nanog as well, so I'll introduce it later. Alright, so let's talk about everything. Scheduled for February 2024, implementation of Magic Mirror spiritual equipment functions. So this is what they talked about before. I'm not even going to go over it here, but unless there's anything new. But essentially, they want to implement a system to where characters who do not currently have a spirit gear and who will most likely not get one for a while are still able to perform at the same level as characters who do have spirit gear. So seemingly they're going to add like the spirit gear slot so people can put their normal mirror jarts in that slot without having to wait for the spirit gear itself. But let's see what they say. Implementing, general outline will be completed within this month. By December, we begin debugging and brush up work. We plan to implement around February. This month, there has been no visible progress that can be seen in images. We are currently... Okay. So, yeah, pretty much what I said. That's what they are implement. That's the only, like, big game mechanic that they are seemingly trying to work on moving forward. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule for the month, which is pretty much what we expected since they already kind of leaked the news early. First event will be the Ilya, Asbel, and Richard event. That'll be dropping tomorrow. Well, I guess, yeah, tomorrow night. Or tonight, rather, as of recording this video. So that'll probably run from the 10th until the 20th, roughly. Then we'll get the event for Kodama and Ix, with the Kodama and Haze crossover mirror jart, and then the Origin mirror jarts. I did find out they are Origin, so we're getting two Origin events back to back. Origin mirror jart for Ix and Melina. So very cool there. And then at the end of the month, there's only 30 days this month, so on the 30th should be when the Arise event will drop. Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn event will be held, and obviously they didn't show anything on that yet because spoiler reasons. The DLC just released today, so of course they're not going to spoil what they are giving us. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything. So, second week of Recollection history. This time, Innocence, Vesperia, Grace is Innocence Hearts. 5 works have been updated. I personally really need to start farming Recollection more. I tend not to because it doesn't give a whole ton of stuff, but I really should. Furthermore, the timeline of the story of Recollection moves to the present day. What they're talking about here, some of you may be wondering what happened to Ix and Melina after the first episode. Yeah, Kodama basically shows up and steals something out of Ix and then just leaves, like he time travels. Ix and Melina and the others will return to the main story. What choice will Ix and his friends make after learning about Kodama and his friend's purpose? Of course, it'll be narrated in full voice. Please stay tuned. So, the next chapter of Recollection is going to follow Ix and Melina again. Even though they are not the main characters technically anymore of the current story, that would be Kodama and his friends right now. This next chapter is going to be about Ix and them. So, very, very cool. It's a shame because I really would like to do... I missed the monthly streams I would do even though we couldn't read anything. It was still fun to do. But there's not really a good way to kind of do this. Like, yeah, the story gets updated every month, but it's so quick to get through that it wouldn't be much of a stream. But who knows? Maybe for this next one, we'll... Maybe we'll bring back the live streams for Ix and Melina. See how it goes, and if people like it, maybe we'll continue doing it moving forward. Or maybe I'll just do a live stream in general just to do some Recollection stuff. Maybe it'll be fun to do. Kodama and Haze, crossover Magic Mirror. Ix and Melina's Origin Magic Mirror are now available late November. So yeah, that'll be around the 20th. The story of Ix and Tir Nanog and Kodama and the Recollection group. To commemorate their interaction in the main story, we have turned the after episodes of the 4 into an event. Oh, I was like 4. I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah, Kodama, Hayes, Ix, and Molina. So those will be the bonus characters for that. You can also see the relationship between the 4 people that cannot be told in the main story alone. Alright, so we're going to see how they all interact. It's a heartwarming episode. 4 more people will appear in modern costumes. Yeah, we saw that in the PV that they're going to be getting kind of like fall outfits. Perfect for the season. Of course, everyone has a new costume design, so please look forward to it. Well, yeah, they have to be new because all of them are Rei-specific characters, so it's not like they could take an outfit from another game. Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn release commemorative event. Okay, so this is where we have to kind of talk about something. They're using these circles. A lot of times these games will use it as like a hint. It's like, oh, you're supposed to figure out who it's supposed to be. So this is supposed to be, from what people are saying, each one of these is supposed to kind of be like, it's not the same way as it is in English, but they're essentially supposed to be a syllable. That's how you would kind of translate it for us in English. So one character is being added to be playable. One character is getting an ending marriage art, and one duo of characters is getting a crossover marriage art. So this is obviously for Arise. Obviously, ending marriage art, it's obviously going to be Alphen. Crossover marriage art, with how the last few have gone, this is most likely going to be Alphen and Xion. And then the participation, because there's only 4 here, people have pointed out that the way you say Nazimil's name is kind of in 4 syllables. So Nazimil is most likely the character that's going to be added here. Hence why they're having the event so late. I assume also because we currently still have an ending marriage art event going on, so they're not going to do it back to back. But I guess they figure, 3 weeks is probably plenty of time for people to play and finish this DLC. I'm sure there'll be people who won't. People have jobs, people have other responsibilities and stuff. But I guess 3 weeks is going to be our timetable for this. So if this is Nazimil that's being added as the playable character, then I recommend people who are playing Beyond the Dawn, myself included, to finish it before November 30th comes around. Or even before that, probably by like November 27th at the latest, because they'll start posting the pictures. I don't imagine they're going to use a super spoilery picture for Nazimil herself. I imagine they'll probably use something from fairly early in the DLC, kind of like they did with Alphen and Xion. Alphen and Xion's are both kind of from early on in Arise. I don't think anyone's like normal Mirage Arts from Arise are like super spoilery. I'd say Laws is probably the most spoilery because, obviously with the Zephyr stuff. But other than that, I can't imagine it's going to be super spoilery. There are so many things I want to say here. Information is restricted by PR person. Details will be announced at a later date. I think this competition will live up to everyone's expectations. Yeah, and the other thing I was thinking about was, okay, so this is obviously going to be Alphen's final marriage art, ending marriage art. I was thinking, obviously, you would first think, okay, the end of the base game, they'll probably use something from there. But I was also thinking, what if they use something... What if Alphen has some new crazy thing that happens at the end of the DLC? I obviously don't know yet. Like I said, I only played 4 hours. I don't know a ton yet. But they could use something from the DLC if they really wanted to. They could also do, for Alphen and Xion, do something from the DLC. Because they're not going to use their burst art again, because those already got used for the crossover Mirage Arts with all the other characters. The whatever, like, strike move that they use, Xion now has it with, well, I guess they could use the Alphen and Xion one, because the one with Xion that she has with Lila is from her in Law. So, I guess they could use it. I guess it's still possible to use it. It's been about half a year since Recollection was released. With the release of Episode 7 this month, the story has entered its second half. Return to Tir na Nog, involving Ix and Molina. We're running a campaign to release the previous 6 episodes on YouTube. Okay. So I guess this is for people who just want to be able to watch it. Okay. We're planning to implement it soon. Might be a good idea to take this opportunity to start recollecting. In fact, please try it for the first time. Please. I wonder if that's their way of saying a lot of people haven't been playing it, so they want more people to be playing it. But yeah, I definitely need to start farming it more. But yeah, that's our producer's letter for the month. So pretty until the Arise stuff comes out, it's going to be a pretty basic month. You know, we got 2 recollection kind of events to contend with. I'm not going to, I think, as much as I want Ix and Melina's Origin Mirage Arts and more stuff for Kodama and Hayes, of course, I think I really want it, because if Nazamil is the character, like, she's a brand new character, I'm going to be blinded by hype to want to summon on this banner. But I'll also be nervous about, we're getting closer, you know, not super close, we're still like 3 months away from the 7th anniversary. So I do want to start building up for that. But that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you're going to be saving for or summoning for. It still seems like a pretty exciting month, even if it's pretty basic in terms of what we're getting. They're just kind of Origin Mirage Art, so it's nothing too crazy. Let me know what you're excited for or what you're saving for. I mean, at this point, it's pretty much a guarantee that Cress is going to get his... Cress is the final one to get his ending Mirage Art. He's going to get it next month. So, pretty safe to assume we have a big Fantasia event on our hands. I wonder if Cress would get a crossover Mirage Art, maybe either with him and Mint or him and Douse or something. It'll be interesting to see either way. But yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.